Hello! Today we're going to take a look at how you would create a visual scene display in the Tobii Dynavox Communicator 5 software. Now first, if you ever want to, you can always browse in Communicator 5 in all page sets, and there are some visual scene displays available. My Visual Scenes is one option. Let's add that to our home page and take a quick peek at it, where there are some pre-built visual scenes with hotspots. And you can edit these to work however you'd like, while still having access to quick phrases and core words. However, if you're wanting to create your own visual scene from scratch, take us back to our home page here. What you need to do is bring up your quick menu and go into Create New Page Set. Once you're here, you're going to select a freehand page, meaning that you're not going to have a grid that shows up on the page because you're going to be drawing your own hotspots and buttons on the page. So select freehand and OK. And once you're here, you need to find the picture that you're wanting to be your visual scene, and it's going to be the background for your whole page. Now to do this, you're going to come up here to Page. Let's see. And Page Properties. In Page Properties, you're going to go to Background, and here you can browse for a picture. I'm going to go with our koala bear here. And once you've found the picture you want, go ahead and hit OK. That will become your background for the entire page. Now your next step is to draw the hotspots that you'd like. Now over here on the left-hand side, there is a couple of options for drawing buttons. The easiest one to use is the standard button layout. So select that icon, and then you can draw your hotspot. I'm going to draw one right here over his ear. And you'll notice that I have a circular hotspot there, a circular button. Typically it's set as a rectangle, but I can come up here in my toolbar and change the button shape to whatever I like. So in this case, I had it as an ellipse so that it covered that ear a little bit better. Now, since I'm wanting this to be a hotspot and I want to have that ear visible, my next step is to come up here next in that same toolbar and change my background color of the button. There's an option to make it transparent. So now it's transparent with just the hotspot ring around it, meaning that it would look a little bit like that. Just to give you an idea, I'm going to exit out, go into my run view so you can see that the button is not visible until it's actually selected. Let's go back into Edit Page Set. That's the one we're going to edit the current page set we're on. And now that we can see what it looks like without the ring, I do have the option if I want to change that border thickness and make it a little more visible. Change that border thickness, and then so you can see what that looks like. I now have a ring around that hotspot if I'm wanting something a little more visual for the user as they're learning to find where those hotspots are. So in Edit Page Set, I'm going to go back and change this back to no line. You'll notice there's a very faint dotted line on here so that I know what I'm editing. After that, all I do is change my button actions like I normally would. So I select my button, and I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to say the button text, really don't want any text to be visible on this one, so I'm going to just tell it to speak text, and I'm going to just have it speak the word ear. And I'm not going to enter a picture into this. Let's save that. Let's see. There we go. So now when I select the button, it will just say, and I can continue to make more of these buttons. Let's go back to Edit Page Set. Let's put one here around his nose. So I'll select my button. I'll draw the shape that I want. And rearrange that a bit. I still like that ellipse shape, but you know, maybe if it was a different nose, I'd go with something like a triangle or a hexagon. But in this case, I'm liking that ellipse right there. I'm going to come over here and say that I want it to be transparent. Then I'm going to make sure that this border thickness says there's no line, so I've got my dotted line there. My next step is to either go to my edit button content, or in this case, since all I'm editing is the sound, I could also just click on the sound and say that I want it to speak this text. Synthesize, make it synthesize speech and speak the text. Now we'll just put nose on there. And we'll save that. Now, anytime you've created a new page set, you'll want to come over here to File, and you'll want to save that page set. So I'm going to call this my koala file. Then I'm going to come here to Run View to see what that looks like. And there you have it. That's how you create a basic visual scene in Communicator 5. Now, there is one last step. If I take us back to our home page, you'll notice that I don't have that visual scene here. So remember that anytime you create a new page set, you need to add it to your home page. So in this case, you can see I've got it down there. I'm going to come over here to Edit Home Page, and I'm going to add a page set. And it should be hiding here in my Page Sets option. There we go. I select it and say I want to add it to my home page. And there we have it. Koala Bear should now be there and now be available. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.